I hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige. Welcome to the harbourage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past, of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events. Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions. The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The Baron Aquilarius, the son of the Dragonborn, are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colobian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Baron was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate. The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Mannimarco, the traitor, the king of worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the 5 companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Mannimarco convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragonfires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender. Each of the 5 companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like to know more about? You've already met Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Varen chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard. Sai Sahan came from a long line of Redguard swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Varen and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Varen's bodyguard, Sai was charged with protecting the entire group. The Therns are one of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. Mannimarco the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness. Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now?
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Mannimarco, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Mannimarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Varen Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alesia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Mannimarco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me!
Have mercy on our souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nairn and Oblivion, allowing Mannimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the Dark Anchors and initiate the plane meld. Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nairn. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Mannimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nairn was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Molag Bal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nairn from their hosts. Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Mannimarco and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Molag Bal. Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Mannimarco and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Mannimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Mannimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nairn's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Molag Bal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me. Long ago was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Molag Bal the opportunity he desired. Molag Bal's Dark Anchors pierced the torn veil and seek to draw Nairn into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction are appearing all throughout Tamriel. If the Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane meld. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Molag Bal and his Dark Anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage? As you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now, and there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time. Mannimarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies. Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. now. Seat me by the sea outside Vokaldar. Hurry.
If you're working in cloth or leather, I'm your man. We tan, weave, stitch, you name it. People in search of medium and light armor come to us. Yes, of course. During the tailoring process, we can choose a special trait for the work. Well, the piece can be improved even more through the use of tannins.
A fascinating application of the technique.
You must be here to learn the craft, yes? Your alliance covers my considerable fees, allowing me to impart my knowledge at no cost to you. If you prove yourself, I'll certify you as competent to fulfill crafting writs. Crafting writs are daily requests for crafted goods. You must be a certified crafter to fulfill them. Prove you know what you're doing, and I'll certify you. I'm authorized to train and certify provisioners, alchemists, and enchanters. If this interests you, we should begin immediately. I suppose I should mention Milleneth. She certifies blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers, if you're into that sort of thing. But that's uncharitable of me. She's a true master of the material crafts.
I can train and certify you as a blacksmith, a clothier, or a woodworker. Which would you like to start with first? Excellent. We can get started whenever you're ready. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else. Prove you know your way around a forge and I'll certify you. But you have to commit. I can only train one discipline at a time. I want you to craft a simple iron dagger. First you'll mine some iron ore, then refine the ore into iron ingots. You'll use those ingots to make the dagger. Yes, you have to prove you know your way around a blacksmithing station. Those are the rules. For now, bring me an armload of iron ore. Once you're back, you'll refine them into iron ingots. There's a place outside of town which should still have some iron ore veins. Head there and mine it for yourself. Bring me...
This isn't good. And we don't have the men.
You're back. I take it you found enough ore? Refining ore into ingots is a good way to build your muscles. Well, in one arm. Best to switch every now and then. Otherwise, you'll be lopsided. Go to the blacksmithing station and craft an iron dagger. Nothing fancy. You shouldn't need more than 2 iron ingots. Oh, and you'll need a style material. You can purchase them from any blacksmith, or scavenge them yourself if you're thrifty. Every race has a traditional material they work into their weapons and armor. For example, the Imperial style material is nickel. I should know. Every day in the Legion camps, I worked a pile of it. The Khajiit style material is moonstone. Why not start with that? You can learn how to craft with another race's style material by studying racial motif books. They're quite rare, mostly held by collectors, so watch for them in your travels. The Khajiit style material is moonstone. Why not start with that? craft an iron dagger, you'll need... The trick is the style material, but I'm sure you know that. Next is deconstruction. You learn a lot when you break something into parts, even more so when it's someone else's work. You'll regain some components, of course, but the real trick is to deconstruct another crafter's work. It's a fancy way to say take something apart. The term originally... You certainly know your way around a forge. You're a blacksmith, and let none tell you otherwise. Of course, I'll get you certified right away so you can fulfill blacksmith crafting writs immediately. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else. A good woodworker sees the final product before cutting the first block of wood. But I can't teach two crafts at once. If you commit yourself to the training, I want to know if you can craft a maple bow. First, go harvest some rough maple. You'll refine it into sanded maple at a woodworking station. Last, you'll take the sanded maple and turn it into a maple bow. Absolutely. Bo, there's a place nearby which should have what you need. Collect an armload and return here.
You saved our high and mighty queen, eh? Ha! Naaman should have had the crown.
Stop pawing at me and listen. You have to send someone before it's too late.
Look for rough maple in forested areas. You should avoid cutting a rough maple log with a wasp nest inside. It's rather unpleasant. Bring the rough maple to a woodworking station. As long as you have enough, you can refine it into sanded maple. If you're in a guild, check the guild stores. They often... Bring some rough maple. I prefer to work with maple. It's reliable, plentiful, rarely full of wasps. Craft a maple bow at a woodworking station. Every race has a traditional material they work into their weapons and armor. For example, craft a good bow will get you far in life. Excellent! Now we can talk about deconstruction. I've seen everything I need to see. Certainly. There's only one more certification I can provide. If you need training, I have time. If you convince me you know how to use a needle and thread, I'll certify you. Show me you can craft a pair of homespun gloves. Of course. It was the first trade I studied. I spotted some raw jute growing on the outskirts of town. You might... Search grassy areas in the wilderness for raw jute. Raw jute is plentiful if you know where to look. Just don't take the raw jute to a clothing station. If you're in a guild, check the guild store. Before you make the gloves, you need to bring raw jute. When I'm refining jute, I sing to help pass the time. Head to the clothing station and craft a pair of homespun. You mean half-hide braces? It's a similar process. Skin animals for leather scraps, refine scraps into rawhide, and craft the braces with a style material. Craft a pair of homespun gloves. You know, I'm a master clothier, yet I still own a pair of homespun gloves. Wonderful! Now for deconstruction. There's much to learn. You're more than capable with needle and thread. I'll be proud to call you my colleague. Already done. You'll now be able to fulfill clothier crafting writs, and I look forward to seeing more of your work. I have nothing left to teach. Have you spoken with Daniel Teleno? He can certify you at enchanting, alchemy, and provisioning. Of course. What do you want to know? I can explain how to craft stronger items with more materials, tell you about the improvement of existing items.
There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me? Alchemists are masters of the elixir. They trap magic in a bottle for later use. As with master chefs, every alchemist must assemble the right components before crafting a special concoction. Are you so capable? We shall see. Yes, every alchemical mixture requires a solvent, a pure liquid base, and reagents such as herbs and flowers. Now go, find a solvent and some reagents. Once you have what you need, return to me. There's a quiet area nearby with mountain flowers and columbine. A fresh source of water can't be far from them. If you find nothing there, venture into the wilds and seek them for yourself. In the wilderness, you'll find herbs, flowers, and mushrooms all around.
Never attempt to draw magicka from the environment like this in the field. Disaster will be your only reward.
Hear now the lesson of the divine body.
Yeah!
Locate a solvent and some reagents. An apprentice of mine tried to use seawater as a solvent. I had him drink the results. He agreed it was a terrible idea after he finished retching. Good. Now go to an alchemy station. Use a solvent and 2 differing reagents to craft a potion. Open your knapsack and place them in your mouth. The first time you consume a reagent, you'll learn its most rudimentary trait. True, some taste quite foul, but it's a small price to pay for the power of alchemy. Potions have far too many benefits to recount. Blend the solvents pure. Your potions have a slight fizz to them, but your skill with admixtures is unquestioned. Far better than my former apprentice. Your command of the crafts is impressive, but not yet in totality. A provisioner condenses the essence of ingredients into food or drink. A true artist balances palate with nutrition. I can share this noble profession, but I can only certify one craft at a time. Understood?
Put on rain jackets.
Provisioning is a rewarding yet grueling profession. Gruel, you see. I am capable of levity, on occasion. Yes, I hope you don't think it beneath you. As I keep an old rival's recipe nearby. Go, find and memorize it. Return to me when you have... Provisioners are quite secretive, but all is fair in brews and stews. Should coin be of no issue to you, guilds often sell such items in their guild stores. Roast pig is an easy recipe to learn, but difficult to master. Provisioners are only as good as their ingredients. The barrels, sacks of grain, kitchens, of course. Should coin be of no issue to you.
Oh, I'm not drunk. I'm just drinking.
Once you return with the ingredients, I've always believed the hunt for ingredients is its own reward. Now, the moment of truth. Go to a cooking pot with your ingredients and follow the recipe. Ingredients? One is solid, the other liquid. True quality food and drink boosts your energy, and a full belly lasts for quite some time. Bring me your interesting scent. Do I detect a hint of Wamasu? No, that can't be right. Not how I do it, of course, but interesting enough to pass certification. You may now fulfill provisioning writs. Keep your pots warm and your ladle clean. Your command of the crafts is impressive, but not yet in totality. I am still capable of instructing you. Enchanters harness the possibility of runes, transforming them into the certainty of glyphs. I'll teach you, but I can only focus on one certification at a time. Is this agreeable? Potency, essence, and aspect. All beneath the stars bear these component concepts. When combined, they form glyphs, which add enchantments to items. Absolutely, for such is the essence of enchanting. I know of a cache outside this town. It is a rare exception for runes to be clustered so close together, so thank whatever gods you worship. Should the runes be absent, you must search further afield. There are many places one can find runes, but the ancient ruins of Tamriel are where I look first. Outside, primarily. They tend to gutter out if kept away from starlight.
day after day.
Once you recover, you likely notice their distinctive flares of light. We begin at the enchanting table. There you will... Each glyph is best suited for weapons, armor, or jewelry. Indeed you can. Bring the glyph to any enchanting station. There you can extract it to recover some runes that went into its creation. Craft a glyph. You should attach it to an item so you can see the enchantment's effects. You are now mastery of 3 crafts is its own reward. Certainly. Please. Decades ago, before all the trouble, I was a renowned chef in Cyrodiil. Broiling fish, forging glyphs, or mixing potions. It's all recipes and ingredients.
Something careful.
If you're working in cloth or leather...
Move! Think the Daedra are going to wait for you?
Next time, welcome to our hall. The Fighters Guild. You should consider joining up. We have a new guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Excellent. I know we'll all be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you? Right. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian, sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. Guildmaster Yofnir passed away recently, very suddenly. I always thought he'd die with a blade in his hand. But he passed away in his sleep, called to Sovngarde by his ancestors. Then let me be the first to officially welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Ah, it's my comrade in arms. Welcome back to the...
Truly, I never...
And what do you want? You're just...
There is an urgent task for you. Well met, comrade. I have an urgent message from the Guildmaster. Report to me at once. I have a task for you. She's running things out of the guild hall in Volkelgard at the moment. The 8 guide you, comrade. No, but I have an idea. Word...
Welcome. Are you here? Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information. Capture Vanus Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body. Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild.
What is it?
The system of inter-evocative hermetic...
Good to see you back again, Adept.
...today was developed during the construction of the Crystal Tower.
Ah, yes, that's just in line with the third law of arcanodynamics. Excellent.
I call this Shalador's legacy. The great man himself was the pioneer of this technique.
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure. Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molog Baal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly. Tread carefully in Molog Baal's realm. After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. The god of schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me, and thus created a chink in his own armor. We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molog Baal's realm, and his power there is great.
You're alive. Then he's still alive. Thank the gods. You don't understand. They've done something to me. I can't leave. It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. And all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the Foundry. I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'll do my best. Lead on. Lost souls are barely aware of their humanity.
You don't even back to work, slave.
Home in Skyrim. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you?
mind and soul are already ours. Abandon your pathetic rescue.
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gyalda, father to Lyris. I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here? Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you. More than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes a run 50 laps this time.
50? Let's hope the beast gets a lashing. All right, let's get back to it. Act natural.
Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. Excellent. I'm ready. Watch your step. Mining has made these tunnels unstable. You traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe. it's good. My axe. Ah, it feels good to have it back. I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. Better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving. Couldn't be. Sai, what's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do.
did it!
Lyris, child. Are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Manimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Manimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Did he? As you saw in my visions. For now you must leave me to my meditation. Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme.
He pulled me from the pits of oblivion.
There you are, Vestige. Come to the harborage. We must speak.
Yeah!
Oh, so now I'm the drunken fool.
You look familiar. Have we met before? Ah, Volkelgard, of course. Welcome to Tanzelville. Queen's favorite. I'm glad you're here. We came to Tanzelville to honor the spirits of our ancestors, and now they seem bloody well determined to kill us all. An excellent question, for which I have no answer. My dear sister, your queen, brought us here to perform a ceremonial ritual. It's a bit of political theatre, really. Gain the blessings of the dead and all that rubbish. If danger doesn't find her, she'll seek it out and invite it home to dinner. She's in the ruins just ahead, conspiring with the Battle Reeve. I swear, it's like being home for a New Life festival. The fact...
We call upon our honored ancestors to pass on their memory and wisdom.
Your ancestors disavow you, false one. The Veiled Queen is the rightful heir, and Norian shall end your
look
reign.
Out.
Well, that could have gone better. Maybe it's all that royal we nonsense. We call upon our ancestors. It's all rather condescending, isn't it? Don't remind me. This ceremony is supposed to show Auradon that I honor our people's culture and heritage. It's supposed to show that our ancestors see me as the rightful heir. I guess our ancestors have ideas of their own. I don't know. It mentioned Norian, my advisor. You met him in Volkelgard, I believe. My friend, something has gone wrong here. I hate to ask your aid again, but I must. There are 2 priestesses elsewhere in the ruins, women I trust. These ceremonies are important to my people, which makes them important to me, I guess. I've no idea who the Veiled Queen might be. Perhaps the leader of that Veiled Heritance group? And in my estimation, Norian would sell his own mother if he thought he'd get a good price at the market. Just so. I continue the rituals, of course. The priestesses are waiting on me. It must be Norian. Thrice damned. I've no idea who the Veiled Queen might be. Norian was a staunch supporter.
And the passive Magicka controller in the Mage's Guild tree, which adds 2% max mag for every Mage's Guild ability slotted. These skills will never be kept.
If you're working in cloth or...
Something catch.
You're going into battle wearing that? You're going into battle.
Mara's heart. You're... Tell me you're here to...
Pakruti is pleased to see you. You will need to purchase a crate from the store to continue, my friend. This one sees you are out of crates. May luck follow you. Greetings, my good friend. Pakruti can see you are out of crates. You can always purchase more if you like. Goodbye, my friend.